Tons of money. No, wait, that's the first game. At least from what I can remember. Haven't really seen much of that in Killing Floor 3, but who knows what the future holds. At least you get to kill the floor for the third time. And we at least have an idea of what the future holds with the Year 2 roadmap, but more on that later. Killing Floor 3 is developed and published by Tripwire Interactive, and it's the third installment in the wave-based horror shooter that has you mowing down hordes of freaks, or zeds, for that good XP. It's a grind fest, but that's not always a bad thing. But, you know, it is coming from a guy who really enjoys MMOs, so keep that in mind. Now, with Killing Floor 3 being the third of the series, there's a certain amount of expectations people have. Whether it's the syringe change, expecting more content, performance issues, getting kicked out from a run because of a server disconnect even though you're playing single player, silly game passes, and many other things people can get really upset about. I am here as just any normal, casual Killing Floor wave-based horde shooter enjoyer, and I can say that Killing Floor 3 is good enough for me. So narrative wise, there is a big difference in Killing Floor 3 when compared to the previous games. In here, you're the member of Nightfall, a sort of specialized rebellious group whose mission is to take down the mega corporation Horizon, who has been creating an army of zeds to take over the world. In summary, evil pharmaceutical company is now just a big evil company trying to take over the world by using zombie freaks, and you're one of the good guys trying to stop it, which is kind of familiar. Big pharmaceutical controlling people. I've heard this before. If I remember correctly, in the other ones, you were just a guy killing the Zeds, or just a bunch of people killing the Zeds. I also remember the Zelda map. The gameplay is very familiar. You pick a level, shoot waves of zombies, level up, hopefully, and repeat until you've scratched the whole itch. It's very similar to COD Zombies, although I'm not sure what the more modern version of that is. Helldivers 2? Dark Tide? Zombie Uprising? See, I'm with youth. Shout out to my students. I know what you guys play. It's a very similar concept. I mean, just look at this for a couple seconds and figure out if you're okay with this for the next, I don't know, hundreds of hours. Because the main appeal of this game is the grind, getting those levels, finishing the harder difficulties, and just being better. Warframe. I think that's more modern, right? No, wait, that's just as old, I think, or if not older. Now, there are some details you should know about this game. For starters, every perk has their own talent tree and skill, and each talent tree will have their own thing, like make your grenades explode on impact, have an effect when you do a perfect parry, and so on, depending on the perk you pick. And each perk has very different skills, such as Firebug blows up an entire area with fire, and Commando has a drone pop up and help you by shooting people up. Each perk specializes in a weapon type, an element, close range or long range, and are unique enough to give you an incentive to at least try them once. Of course, you can use every weapon regardless of the perk, but if you pick Firebug, which has tons of skills and talent tree that buffs fire weapons, well, maybe you should pick a fire weapon. You also now have loadouts, which means that you can now craft different attachments for your weapons, which would increase the cost, of course, but it will also help you, whether it is to add some status effect or faster reload. It'll all have its own thing. And seeing that there are bosses, which now will tell you what they're weak to and what they're strong against, it's useful to have different types, if possible. And also, as you level up, you'll have more money at the start of each run, meaning that you can start with better weapons. So it's kind of like a head start type of thing. And something for the people who played the past Killing Floor games, syringes are now consumable resources, which means you have to buy them between each round. Syringes being like a potion or a med kit you use to heal yourself, or hope that someone bought a syringe bag. And the multi-tool takes a space in your inventory, specifically I believe it's called the tool inventory square, which means you have to pick between the ability to open some doors, chests, or zip lines, or throw specific traps like the shock trap. Something very important to mention is that specialists are no longer attached to their perks, so everyone can be a ninja, a firebug, and everything else. they are now cosmetics. This is a very important mention because a lot of people were upset about that, but that's fixed. And speaking of that, it's time to address the elephant in the room. Currently the game is sitting on mixed, but I'm pretty sure that yesterday it was sitting on negative reviews on Steam. Just like Killing Floor 2 got a lot of hate and now people like it, Killing Floor 3 will probably go through the same thing, hopefully. The year 2 roadmap was released, and so it at least allows people to see what they have planned, such as the gunslinger perk making a return. But for me, just a normal casual gamer Killing Floor guy, wave shooter horde guy, it's just a better looking Killing Floor game that they'll keep updated. They'll add more content, and hopefully we get that Zelda map here. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, I'd appreciate it if you watch my other videos and tell me what you thought about this game. Have you tried it? Have any doubts on it? Is there something you're hoping for the game? Let me know below, and I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you.